keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool. Tear it down. 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 Lose it on my cardio. I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at Mama House.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On third down, here's Mills. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Here comes Grant on the return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. Here's Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. But the big story in this one, of course, Deshaun Watson back in Houston where he began his career. Drafted 12th overall in 2017. 3-time Pro Bowler as a Texan. And was officially traded to Cleveland back on April 27th. Watson on 1st down. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Open man, here's Schwartz, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Texans 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here too after a good stop. On 1st and 10, Mills. Repeat of the last play, going to Mechie here. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Working with a 2nd and 3. The Texans hit 4 and 7 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that. As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw, but I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Back to throw, Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question, because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And the Browns 1st down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Browns 7, Texans 0.
On 1st down, it's Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On first down, Watson. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Watson. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Yeah, the Browns are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Here's Watson on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Deshaun Watson, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Mills' throw taken in there by Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. First and 10, it's Pierce. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Second and 8 coming up. From the gun, here's Mills. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Texans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not...
They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Watson. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz, 26 yards. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try to mount a comeback.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mills now. This one finds Pierce on the out route. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Mills on first down. That pass complete to Moore. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mills throw here into the hands of Moore. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Mills. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Texans. John Mechie in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Browns drive about to get started. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this out to the 25. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
The middle, it's Chubb, and he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And trouble trying the middle here. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Watson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Yeah, the Browns are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Mills. Caught left side by Mechie. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. They're continuing to rock and roll. And at intermission, you know, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going, and that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Yeah, it's helped them extend their lead. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jared Stingley picks it. And the Texans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Mills throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
But CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. First down, Mills. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
A first down throw for Mills. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Mills from the gun on 3rd down.
And that will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Mills, 4th down, gotta have it.
He gets it to Cooks.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
No reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on 4th.
Off the play fake, Mills.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Another try after the first down sack.
Mills.
And this is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and forever.
To throw, Mills.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Jordan. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Mills to throw for it on 4th.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And